Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. And today for your Friday, it's going to be another edition of MidRank Madness. It's going to be Augustus versus Distrom. Here on Thunderbird, the latter edition. Bottom right-hand corner is the yellow Protoss player. It is Distrom. And in the top left-hand corner, it is going to be the blue Terran player, Augustus. All right. Now, Augustus is from Team All Inspiration, which is an excellent organization for StarCraft 2 dedicated to improving players' abilities. And you can find them on Twitter. I think I'll put a link to their Twitter in the description, but if I forget, let me know, and I will do it then. And Distrom has Team Gosu. I'm not entirely sure with this organization, but I don't know if it exists, but anyway. Team Gosu. Sounds pretty good. Alright, man, so it's a TVP here, and a custom PVT here, because Distrom is yellow, and Augustus is blue. Okay, so just because Augustus is blue doesn't mean that it's not a ladder game, because, you know, red versus blue is all you can do in ladder games here, but yellow is, boop, it is not allowed in ladder games. Holy smokes, this probe is getting a lot of mileage. Dang, this probe took out an SCV. He's like, all right, my job is done. Go ahead, finish the barracks. I delayed it. I killed one of your workers. I scouted ya. All in a day's work for me. SCV scouting, too. Wow. Worker scouting. So one get expand here from Distrom. Into a cybernetics core, into a second assimilator, and a second pylon. Somewhere in here, that's what Distrom is going for. It's just a really, really standard one-gate expand. I mean, if you don't know this build, like, go check it out. Just search one-gate expand Protoss in StarCraft 2. They'll know what you're talking about here. Where's the second pylon? He's not throwing it up here, is he? That'd be interesting. I'd kind of like that. But anyway, Reaper's on the way. Reaper's name is gonna be Goofy, a dog man thing. Flies into battle for the crime of not being as popular as Donald. Goofy sees his vicious enemies, and as only has 2 words to say, yuck me. Yep, Goofy's here. Alright, man, we'll see how long he survives cruising across the map. Blue, harder to see on this minimap than yellow, obviously, but we'll do our best with it. Stalker on the way, should be able to handle this no problem. At a fairly popular Reaper hop-up spot. Reap-up spot? I think we should call them that, actually. Reap-up spots. Is this seriously? This probe seriously is going to try to kill this SCV. Oh! Almost got it. Not quite able to do that there. Reaper has not hopped up there because everybody was worried about the SCV dying over on this side. Bunker is up. Marine should probably go inside the bunker, but that's okay. Again, if you don't know what MidRank Madness is, this is my examination. It's every other week I do a game of either platinum or diamond level replays that are sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of MidRank Madness. They are all screened by my screener, Sniper Monkey. Sometimes Dawn does it. Actually, I need to send him another pack here soon, but Dawn lets me know which ones are best, and then I cast those, and then we move on from there. So should be pretty nuts. I love the yellow. I'm just really enjoying the yellow for the Protoss here. It really makes their colors pop. And where did the Reaper friend go? Reaper's still up here? All right, man, still hanging out. Stalkers are pretty much the antithesis. Like, they do so well against Reapers. KDA rah! Yeah, see, reaction time here at the MidRank Madness level is not going to be what we generally see at Masters or GM or anything along those lines. But Stalkers are pushing out, and they're like, hey, Reaper. Oh, Reaper, don't do it. Goofy, no! Oh, Goofy escaped. I think the Stalkers could have chased him down and killed him, but they decided to be merciful instead. I see Blink coming up from Distrom. All right. Bit of a Blink Stalker attack coming on in here. What's the Terran player up to? He's getting Marines. Got himself a Medevac in production here, too. Got Widow Mines, which is actually kind of really good against Blink Stalkers. At this level, anyway, at the higher levels, the better Protoss players will just blink away from the explosion, right? So the Widow Mine will fire, and they'll blink out, and it will explode on nothing. And it's a waste of a Widow Mine shot, and then the Widow Mine is exposed, unless Drilling Claws has been upgraded, but yeah, that's why you don't usually see Widow Mines in the early stages versus Protoss, versus a Blink Stalker Protoss. Just because that is something every elite Protoss player knows how to do. This is more interesting. If you go for the Widow Mine drops, that's what we like to see. That is usually what Terran players will quickly go for anymore in TVP at the pro level. Distrom's going for a third base. Loving to see that expansion. Loving to see that greedy expansion stuff here. And cruising on out. The Stalkers almost, man, they got within spitting distance of that medevac. I can tell you what. Is there anything to stop this from happening? Zero things are here to stop this. A forge is just now getting started. These widow mines are going to be hard to kill, as it turns out. There's no robotics facility either here, so no observers. And how have you played Protoss at this level and you don't expect some kind of a widow mine drop? All right, I think what I would do here if I was these guys is blink past this and just go in and start killing stuff. Honestly. I mean, okay, or you can just do some blink micro, take down the bunker just from the outside. That works for me too. Tank fire on the high ground is a problem, and that's why you bring something that can actually see up the high ground, blink on top of the siege tank and take it out. Man, one widow mine here and like one in the main would kind of be awesome. All right, so free stalker. Oh, did he blink out? Ah, Distrom! Distrom! He did it. I didn't believe in him. I did not believe in him being able to do it. Dude, unload and burrow. Dude, don't even. Why? Oh. He tried to juke back around. Why did he try to juke back around? All right, well, that widow mine's dead. Distrom doing pretty well here. Hey, look, he's got high ground vision now with the observer. Where the heck is his... Oh, it's up here in the wall, the robotics facility. I did not realize it was there. All right, man. So Distrom trying to get some pressure up, but there's 2 tanks now and more Marines. Actually, there's 3 tanks. At the moment, Stim is getting started, plus 1 attack coming in from Augustus, too. I feel like Distrom is probably the better player in this situation thus far, especially with the 3rd base that he's rolling with, and his worker supply is higher and everything. But actually not making probes, which I'm surprised by, because he's fairly well oversaturated. He just needs to move a lot of probes down to this 3rd base, do a bit of a Maynard transfer there, which is not named after the caster Maynard. It predates him by quite a bit. That is a Brood War term that I remember hearing back when I was a freshman in college in the year 2000. Well, spring 2001, I think, is actually when I met that dude who, anyway, this guy named Link, who loved Brood Wars. Way better at it than I was and taught me much, but anyway, Zealots marching on in here and going after the SCVs on gas. Really smart stuff. We'll see if Augustus replaces those or not. And then just kind of walks into a larger Marine Marauder tank set up. Just everybody dies. I mean, a couple Marines die otherwise, but nothing too terrible there. Does he put guys back on gas? Do it, man. Do it for the Vespine gas, Augustus. No? Okay, not going to happen. War Prism coming on back in here. And, oh, this is a big drop moving out from Augustus, but maybe he wants to go back in because you know what's happening is maybe a big unload of some more charge lots here. I don't know what Distrom is looking at necessarily. Kind of has armies sitting in different places, which is nice. He's recalling out? Yeah, that's fair. I guess with the missile turret up and these guys covering this area, getting out of there would be a pretty sticky. So not going to happen. Colossus on the way, which can be hit or miss in PvT. If your opponent is going for a lot of Marines, well, then Colossus are a godsend. But if your opponent has things like, I don't know, tanks, Marauders, Vikings, even Liberators to some extent can really give Colossus fits. So we'll see if Distrom can make this work. Terran player, I'm liking his composition here. Marines, Marauders, tanks, medevacs. Some Liberators would be pretty great. Liberators are just good in TVP and especially good the lower level you go. Blink Stalkers need to get out there and blink now. And they, wow, surprisingly they do. I think only 1 Stalker went down. 2 Stalkers going down there. Concussive Shell is not done, so they don't slow the Stalkers. 4th base on the way from Distrom. Colossus is going to be pretty nice here. But again, Augustus is pulling back. Augustus. It's Augustus. It is Augustus is the name. Charles Augustus. Caesar Augustus. Anyway, Widowmine's on the way. Vikings coming in here too. I feel like Augustus knows what he's doing if he's going for Vikings. Especially, I mean, at that point, now he knows there are Colossus. Extended Thermal Lance coming in. Did not start that thing like as soon as he could. You generally want to. If you're making any number of Colossus, you want Extended Thermal Lance. I think 1, okay, you can get away with not having it. But once you get past 2, you really start wanting to have that range. Just a recommendation. Concussive Shell on the way. Augustus, I'm not sure if he realized he'd forgotten it. That's why he's getting it now. But he's working on it, and Distrom is making 3 probes at a time. 64 to 52 overall supply here. So, Augustus' army is looking bigger as far as overall supply goes, but this Zealot Stalker Colossus thing, worth Extended Thermal Lance finishing up just now. And is that Warp Prism speed? I think that is Warp Prism speed. Gravitic Drive versus Gravitic Booster. I should know what this is, but you don't see the upgrades a whole lot for both of them. Anyway, what you want to do here is like warp in at the 3rd and attack the front at the same time. And then Augustus has a hard time responding to both of these things. But as it stands, Did he try to Widow Mine? I think he thought about coming down here with another Widow Mine drop. That did not work out for him, as there were Stalkers. But yeah, Zealot's getting into this mineral line. There is tank fire, but that's friendly fire splash on those SCVs. And some SCVs go down, but nothing major, I don't think. Total limit of 12 have been killed so far. 1 probe has been murdered. Is he still trying to do this thing? Still kind of trying to do this thing. Where did the Stalkers go? Oh, they're not really in position to cover the back here. They just kindly watch the medevac get on out. All right, well, Drilling Claws isn't done anyway, so sure. They might kill a Stalker or maybe a couple of probes. I guess 1 more probe has gone down. Yeah, Distrom's doing a really good job just keeping his stuff alive versus this. Look, immediately jumps on top of that Widow Mine. 157 to 149 supply in favor of the Protoss player, making 4 probes at a time, which honestly, at these levels, getting a good economy is worth more than pretty much anything else in the entire world. Just make so many workers. It'll help a lot, and spend it, right? That's part 2 here. I mean, if Distrom just had like 90 probes and army supply was 4, that would be bad. You'd also need to spend it. So part 1, make a lot of probes, expand a lot. Part 2, make a lot of things like warp gates, a lot of things like barracks, so you can spend that cash and not have a huge bank, and you're going to have a better time than most people in StarCraft. More Colossus coming in to add to the group of 2 here. This feels very Wings of Liberty here. Stalker, Zealot, Colossus, man. That is a traditional composition for PBT. Here we go. So Zealot's coming into the 3rd base, distracting the army. And then he comes right up the front. And all right, so the tanks are still around. These guys are kind of got no man's land. Zealots are getting taken care of. Colossus are going down to the Vikings. 1 Colossus goes down. Distrom does not like what he sees here. He leaves some Zealots behind to be sacrificial. They do take a couple Marauders with him, but overall they end up dead there too. Upgrades here are going to be +2 attack for Distrom. A recommendation for Distrom is get armor upgrades. You want to have armor upgrades versus Terran because it really helps your Zealots just tank more damage against this kind of bio stuff, which is what they're here for. So Augustus kind of feel like has been down for a lot of the game, but suddenly, like, doing a lot better. Pretty good micro up here too. I'm liking that. Tanks are set up, firing away. Vikings landing, trying to deal with these Stalkers, doing bonus damage versus mechanical. It was sloppy, but I think Augustus won that battle. Army is suddenly 72 to 33 right now. Distrom has taken a base on the top right side. He is way up in economy, way up in base count, but army supply is where it matters right now for Augustus. He's making 7 Marines, 3 Liberators at a time. He's healing up his bio pretty effectively. The medevacs are giving some amount of time to do it, and I think he even just gets on in there. His Vikings can get rid of this Colossus. I think he might just win. At least kill this base. At least he's going to get this base. How's about? Oh, those Archons? Ooh, kind of like Archons in this situation. Oh, that tank fire on those Zealots, though, really softening them up. Bruce. Oh, he's coming back around. Oh, with the Archons now, too. All right. I don't know. Is this actually going to work out? The Vikings are getting rid of the Colossus. That's pretty good stuff. Liberator sets up shop to get rid of the Archon to some extent. Does get some pretty good shots on in. Widow Mine fires, takes down a Stalker. Augustus loses a lot, but is still alive. Distrom somehow was down to like 4 supply there for a minute. Liberator needs... Okay, hold on. Just... All right, where are we going? You know what would be really good for Augustus is Drilling Claws. I'd be really happy with him having Drilling Claws right now. Plus, he has expanded to a 4th base, which I'm also extremely happy about. The good thing for Distrom is he hasn't lost bases. He hasn't lost probes. So far, so good from him. But the bad thing is he is sitting at a measly 25 army supply. No, Augustus! I know, man. I know you just lost a lot. But pushing in there, even with the little that you had, take down this Nexus would have been a good, big boon for you. Okay, so he is pushing out. This Liberator got killed by a couple Stalkers that just wandered over. Oh, no. Oh, no. No! 9 kill Widow Mine! Distrom's like, wait, what? I transferred some probes over. What happened? Because it doesn't even say your probes are under attack because it one-shots them. Oh my gosh. All right. Here we go. Augustus. He still has an SCV over here. Has this been here the whole time? This might have been here since like the initial scouting effort by that SCV at minute 4 in this game. Really enjoying that. All right, Augustus. I think you need to go in here. So we're Zealot Archoning it now, which Ghosts would be fantastic. Hey, look, ghosts are on the way from Augustus. He's not afraid of casters. Hooray! Oh, that's so good. All right. What are we looking at? Ghosts are here. Storm is coming in too. Loving that from Distrom, getting his storm ready. What are these probes doing? Oh, a Liberator showed up. Oh, man, Augustus doing some work here right now. These guys have 3-3. Of course they don't. They have 2-2. Working on 3-3. That Nexus is dead. Bam, Widowmine. Does get a good hit there. I'm telling you, Drilling Claws would be so nice. Oh, I think you just have to go this way because the Archons can't hit you if you go this way. And the Stalkers can't either because they're too high. Oh, nice. He's escaping. No, keep going. Is he waiting for his boost before he goes? He's worried about a blink, I bet. He's worried. There he goes. Waiting for his boost before he gets out of there. These probes need to get back to work. Losing the Nexus was big. Dang, Augustus. Augustus coming from behind, I gotta say. What it really feels like here. +3 attack is coming in for the bio for the Terran player. Distrom replanting his Nexus like a good player should. And Storm is something Distrom, I think, should have had a while ago. Oh, he's actually saturating his 5th instead. Which is not a bad idea either. But yeah, Storm should have really been in there. I would have loved to see some Tempests to deal with the Liberators that are now in the mix. As more Liberators continue to get produced. He is going for a Fleet Beacon. Okay. So that might be what we're seeing from Distrom. You could just go for Carrier too, but Carrier is generally pretty butt against Terran. Just because Marines are really good against Carriers, Vikings are really good against Carriers. And that's pretty much all you need. Honestly, Marines especially are just the best anti-air in the game, pound for pound, piece for piece. You can squish a ton of DPS into a tiny circle with Marines, especially if they have +3 attack and especially if they have stim, as in fact they do. So Army Supply for Distrom, he's actually back up here, 112 to 117. He was way behind for quite some time there, but Augustus did not keep pushing like Special would have, like TY would have, like any number of amazing Terran players in the world would have. And I don't know, it might cost him here. I do love the sensor towers that are up, that are causing major problems for Distrom trying to run around sneakily. Not that Augustus is responding to this, mind you. He certainly could be, though. So Zealots attacking down south, and then these guys are going to poke on in. Oh, there's inside another sensor tower here. But Planetary Fortress should be able to handle 4 Zealots. I mean, they're not great against Zealots pound for pound, but they will kill them given enough time before they die, and that's really what matters. Mothership and Tempests in production here from Distrom. Liking this, resaturating the 4th base after it exploded due to the attack of a couple minutes ago here. Augustus, my man. You are doing so good. You need to be aggressive here. I don't like you sitting back and just defending. He's waiting for an attack, man. I don't know why. You wiped out the Protoss army in that battle, and then just let them build right back up. Didn't try to kill any more Nexuses. Really didn't even do any scouting. Yeah, these Zealots are dead. 2 Planetary Fortresses and a couple Liberators in here. Maybe you don't just walk into that. He's going to try to bait them in. He is. Are they on hold position? Oh, all right. I mean, you could actually get them into the Liberator circle instead of... Okay. Look how many shots it takes a Marauder to kill a Zealot. It's like 87. It is so many shots. Meanwhile, dropping on in down here at the 4th base, a site of much death and destruction today. Bunch of probes going down. Everybody involved dies for the Terran, though. We're looking at 31 probes killed to 16 SCVs down. So August has done a good job evening up that score. August? Did I just call him August? It's Augustus, like Caesar. Caesar Augustus. Ooh. The EMP shockwave ability. Ghosts getting EMPs down. EMPs. Some of the Archons did end up getting that. Not all of them. The Liberators are trying to fight against the Tempest, which is dumb. The Archons are having a hard time against this Marine Marauder stuff, though. This is why Archons are 4 versus Zerg, man. They're not really what you'd want to do versus Terran. Charge Lot trying to get on in here. Are they cloaked? Okay, so there's a scan. Mothership down, but Zealots cleaning up because the scan was late. Panic Zealots do manage to get in there and cause some problems for the Terran. 26,000 resources lost for Distrom to 21,000 for Augustus. Augustus, army supply, 42 to 74. Not looking good for him. Nukes on the way from Augustus, though. All right. All right, all right. I'm okay with nukes at low levels especially. They're good at high levels, and at low levels especially, where it's like, I have 5 bases. Where is this nuke? It's a bad feeling. You don't want to experience that. Okay, Distrom pushing while he has a bit of an advantage here. Okay, 163 army supply is a pretty good advantage. Tempest with their new smaller models and the new acceleration speed and top speed and stuff are just sniping off missile turrets, something they would have had a harder time doing a couple months ago. And then just trying to get rid of this planetary fortress, which is kind of cool too. I mean, DPS isn't great against buildings, but it's also not poop. Totally fine. Are you really? That is a weird place to nuke, man. Augustus, don't even... Oh, it's the bait. Ah, Distrom knows. He sees the dot. Wait, wait. Oh, interesting. We get a little piece of vision if a nuke lands where no one has vision. And then it disappears. I've never seen that before. If you're looking at the player's vision and a nuke lands where nobody's seeing, you get the vision as it lands and as it craters, and then you lose the vision eventually. That, I've never seen that before. Why is Distrom expanding up here? This is a weird place to expand, dude. Are these shield batteries? These are cannons. I would kind of understand shield batteries getting placed up here, like a place to pull back your army with, like, attack, 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 pull back, shield batteries, shield you up, you going for round 2. Augustus is expanding up north here. Man, if that nuke had landed on either army, I would have just been so happy. But no, 'twas not to be. Rich Vespine geysers. I keep wanting to say high yield, but that's only for minerals. Tempest still just kind of poking around. Okay, you're in trouble, though. Remember what I said about 3-3 Marines and the anti-air capabilities? Yeah, that's what I mean by that. Everything in the air dies so fast. 2 Marines, so fast. Broodlords, bloop, gone. Carriers, bloop, gone. Tempest, bloop, gone. It's really scary stuff. Battle cruisers, yes, and corruptors, yes, can do pretty well. Just because they have so much armor, and with upgrades, they have so much armor. Is this going to be a planetary? It is not, but yeah, repair the planetary, and the zealots can't kill it. They're kind of like lings that way. This game is turning a little bit crazy. Little bit crazy right now. Where are these? I don't know, man. Great EMPs, though. Like, insane EMPs, though. Which ghost is calling down a nuke, and is he alive? He is. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Distrom. 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 Ah, Distrom! Did the ghost die? Is that his blood splatter over there? There's not a lot here for Augustus, but that was a satisfactory nuke. Okay, the Zealots don't care about your Liberators. They're just hacking up your Ghost buddies there, guys. The Zealots are trying a bit of a run-by. What are we killing? I don't know, but a bunch of Marauders are going to pop out here eventually, and then we're going to be in a lot of trouble. Unless they're just rallied. Never mind, they're good. 1, 2, 3. It's like 8 shots to finish off that Zealot that was already injured. Liberator is trying to make sure this base is not easily harvested for Distrom. This base has stayed alive. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases. 6 bases. So we're even on base count. Distrom's doing a pretty good job expanding, but so is Augustus recently. Planetary Fortresses, all, which I really like to see. Does he have high stack auto tracking? He does have high stack auto tracking. 27 SCVs have died and 35 probes. So far, another base up north here for Distrom. Bunch of shield batteries in the mix. All right, loving the shield battery play here. Another nuke I would not say no to, Augustus. I don't know what these Stalkers are trying to do. Like, Stalkers versus Marine Marauder are just abysmal. Pretty much at any stage of the game. Anyway, Distrom is pushing up to try to take down this 6th, and they're going to get it. There's really no army to stop this from going down. A lot of Archons. Augustus is just like, I don't know, man. What do you want me to do about it? You have a ton of bio. You have some Vikings to deal with these Tempests. Bio trades extremely well. Go, Liberator. Tried to get somewhere and flew over some cannons over here and died. But EMPs, okay. I don't know if EMPs went off, but there are some ghosts here. Oh, getting the surround, though. Nice stutter stepping from Augustus, though. Not just standing still and accepting his fate. These zealots are taking so much time to kill. They have 3. They have 3 armor upgrades. That's a big reason why Distrom won that battle. Army supply 28 for Augustus. What an up and down absolute swing fest this game has been. I am enjoying it immensely. Everybody get down to the shield batteries. Get down, get down. Doo-doo-doo. Ooh, who's making carriers? Distrom? Distrom's making carriers. I'm down. I'm on board with your carrier concept, Distrom. North base here for Distrom. Saturating it up, expanding again. All right. So Distrom has managed to kill a base and is expanding twice behind it. Augustus is expanding once. Really is in a lot of trouble, though. Is he really just going with Marines here? I see that gas starved. I believe Marauders would be pretty good in the situation, but what you really need is something to handle the Zealots, which is not going to be Marines, really, unless you're cutting them very well, which is possible. Liberators may be part of the play here, too. SCV scouting around. Oh, he wants to nuke. Augustus wants to throw down a nuke here, and the SCV is making sure it is safe to do so. Ghost really low on energy, however. I don't know if it's time to stay cloaked the entire time this nuke is thrown down. I'm not going to lie. Like 15 energy. I think he's going to be decloaked before this thing lands. It doesn't really matter. Nothing's going to kill him. Actually, hold on. Oh. He was fine. Nice nuke, though. Goodbye, all those probes. So many probes have died in this game. It's not even funny for your resident probe fans. Another Tempest down to Marines. Another base down to pressure from Distrom. Yeah, this southern base not going to go too well, man. It's not even a planetary fortress. There is no army to save it. Are we in base race maneuvers here? Liberators are set up. There's really nothing to stop them except for these carriers and all of these Archons. Whoa! Whoa! Good game! Augustus taps out. Distrom is your winner here in 27 minutes and 19 seconds. He knew he wasn't winning that battle. The Liberators were not enough. There were too many Archons. The carriers were unopposed. Once the Vikings were down, army supply was 14 for Augustus. Losing this base was humongous. Income was not too healthy for the Terran player, or at least wasn't going to be for any length of time, and Distrom just had the number of bases. The nuke was good. Augustus put up some really, really nice fights in this game. I'm not going to complain about his abilities at all. He had a great game, but Distrom, just upgrades, man. Let's look at upgrades real quick. 3-3-1 for the upgrades. 3-3-1-1 for Augustus, where one is vehicle weapons and one is ship weapons. Additional ship weapons would have been nice, I suppose, but he threw down some EMPs. He got some nukes off. No storm, actually. I don't think Distrom did a single storm today. But at the end of the day, it was, again, just a couple carriers. Mostly Archons here with +3 attack, doing bonus damage versus biological, which is just so useful against a lot of Marines and Marauders like this. And yeah, they don't take bonus damage from either the Marines or the Marauders, so it is an ideal situation. Not good against Liberators, but if there aren't that many Liberators and they're already injured, and there are carriers already softening them up, you're going to have a good time. So, nicely done. Honestly, super, super impressive battle there. I enjoyed it. So thanks for sending it in. I assume Distrom sent this in, but again, based on the fact that it's a custom game, maybe they both did. Maybe they both wanted to be praised for how well they played, and honestly, I got to give it to them. Again, Augustus could have been more aggressive in certain places. Distrom could have been more aggressive in some places too, but you know, you want to learn first to know when to pull back. And I think both of them are doing a pretty good job with that. Yeah, end of the game here, Augustus had a Widow Mine, so he was done. He was done. 203 Marines went down. 22 Archons, 164 Zealots. 1 Planetary Fortress, 1 Orbital Command, and 1 Nexus. So good stuff. Good stuff from both these guys. Really, really appreciating it all the way around. And excellent, excellent, excellent. All right. All right. Well, that is going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a MidRank Madness. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.